Hyperdrive's on fire.
I would try and roll leadership here, but it won't work.
Try and roll leadership. Well, we need to find the fire extinguisher. Does anyone know where the fire...
To stop.
We're gonna will it.
You guys.
We're gonna will the fire to stop.
Can I see a fire extinguisher nearby?
Roll perception. Purple and a red and a setback.
Can I also look for the fire extinguisher with any luck?
Yeah, yours is just 2 purple.
I'm going to take a strain so that I can upgrade one of my dice.
I got 2 failures. I apparently see fuck all.
I got a total result of 1 advantage.
Oh wait, should I
Your
roll
vision's
perception
too
too?
blurry. If you want to look for a fire extinguisher, then yeah. A red, a purple, and a black.
1 success and 2 threat. It's gonna be like that scene in IT Crowd.
You see the fire extinguisher?
Why? Made in the UK.
The fire has currently got it engulfed.
Where is it?
It's in the fire.
Hang on.
Now we just have to get through the fire to get the fire extinguisher.
Can you force push the fire?
I can pull the fire extinguisher out of the housing.
Roll me discipline. 3 red and a setback.
2 triumphs,
Oh.
2 failures, and 1 despair.
You fail, but you do get 2 triumphs.
It's I can't. My head is ringing. You're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to help us out here. Just try and use that to sort of like inspire bits. Maybe give him a boost on his next check.
I'll allow it. The setback is, while you are sober, you hear a lot of voices, but most prominently your sister and every other force sensitive that was killed by a said assassin. It overwhelms your mind. Her cheeks are soaked with tears. Take 6 strain.
I look at Irene. You need to sit down. Bits, can you take Irene just you know...
How close are you guys to this fire?
I think we'd be feeling the heat.
I think we're at the door.
I'm with Irene.
Fire extinguisher is between a hyperdrive generator and an engine. Irene's just on the floor in the engineering room.
I'm gonna pick up Irene. Let's get you out of here.
Roll me a
An athletics?
athletics check.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 purple. Fire has engulfed this fire extinguisher.
It's gone now. We've lost it.
Oh, not necessarily. Who's got some oven gloves?
Gotta get into the freaking room.
Well, I can't do anything. I tried to use the force to maybe catatonic.
I rolled 2 successes.
You lift her up.
I take her up to the galley, and then come back down.
The fire extinguisher explodes, hitting both of them for 1 damage. The fire is really blazing right now. That fire extinguisher exploding didn't help. It didn't help quell the fire either.
No, it didn't help in 2 situations.
It spread to some of the engines, the ship slowing down as well.
Bits, I need you now.
You hear warning sounds from the cockpit.
Emergency. There's an emergency going on. I run to the cockpit.
Give a perception check.
I'm trying to sober myself up.
Purple, red setback then.
I'm constantly slapping my face to wake my brain up.
Roll me a discipline check then.
Okay.
Charlie,
Roll
what
for
are you doing?
sobriety.
2 purple
2
and a red.
I go on the comms and
Yeah.
ask them what exploded.
The engines are going down. We are slowing down.
Do I still need the grappling hook?
1 success,
Well,
1
he said
advantage.
yes. You sober yourself up a bit. So
Sorry for
it's
this
just purple and a red.
grappling hook.
Okay.
I'm also going to grab a blanket. Is there any water around?
You're by the refresher.
1 success.
You're in a debris field right now. You do see in the distance orbital station. It doesn't look active, hence all the debris.
One where you'd catch space herpes.
Yeah.
Let me just take a second to mark off. Did anyone have Asteroid Fuckland to their bingo card?
We
I
have
got
we
fire,
have warp drive fire,
panic.
asteroid belt, and
Debris field, there's a
assassination
difference.
attempt.
We made a bingo card for how bad this campaign will go. This station, can I try and comet?
Come on, John.
You don't know its frequency that it's on, but
I would like to scan for its frequency.
roll me computers, because you're sort of
Computers.
panicked.
Okay.
This is 404 FM. Playing
I'm gonna do
things that
purple-
no one's
purple
ever
red.
found before.
Pirate radio.
Oh,
This
dear,
is Han
dear.
Solo joining you on the midnight shift.
1 success.
You managed to use scanners. We're going to come back to that. What's everyone else doing?
The gauntlet, on the other hand, I'm waterproof, right?
You are. You are, yeah.
I'm going to go into the refresher and soak myself, the gauntlet, and the blanket in water, and then I'm going to head back to the room with the fires.
To be fair, the droids have been in the rain before and everything. And
Yeah, they
they've
have.
never been sort of like
They've been underwater
inactive.
as well.
They've been underwater.
You're fine.
So
I'm
Come out of
extremely
water.
waterproof, then, is basically what we're saying.
you're pretty
You are
sealed tight.
watertight.
What are you doing, Reese?
Trying to calm
Your
down.
fetal.
I'm
Okay,
trying to
roll
calm
me
myself.
a discipline check. I'll give you a boost because of the triumph you had last time. I'll give you a setback because of all the shit that's going on in your head.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
it's
gonna
not a good place to be.
It's going to be 2 purple and a red.
Trust me, you do not want to be in Irene's head at the moment. It is bad. 2 successes and 1 triumph.
Triumph is that you managed to shut the voices out.
She stops herself from having a nervous breakdown and taking more strain.
Yeah, you probably heal 2 strain.
Nice.
Thank God, I am no longer 1 strain away from going unconscious.
Where did you pull her out to?
The galley.
John Luke, what are you doing? Bits, what are you doing?
Well, I'm assuming I've got the frequency.
So, you managed to activate the scanners. There's no life forms on board the ship.
It doesn't scan droids, though, does it?
Nothing scans droids. You can't scan for droids.
There may be droids on board.
Scanning for life forms and not getting anything is in essence scanning for droids. You don't know that though. Roll me a piloting check. I'm going to upgrade this. 3 red and a purple. There's a lot of debris in here right now. What's Bits doing?
Bits now soaked through, heads back to the engine room. As he gets there, realizes there's no fucking fire extinguisher anymore, and then goes, well, screw this then, drops the frigging grappling hook.
You've made a fire blanket though.
That was his backup plan, as was him being also soaked.
The fire is raging a lot right now, almost spread into the whole room. Fire alarms are blaring. Extinguisher system doesn't seem to be working either.
Can I punch a screen and make it work?
After you're done navigating this.
Because 2 success and 2 advantage.
You managed to navigate and dodge and weave.
Smoke just coming out of the engine.
I think it's fair to say John Luke's made a good reputation as a pilot. Mike's had an epiphany.
Can I shut down the power to the ship?
Can do.
Just to stop it from overheating. Or at least turn the power off to the hyperdrive and the engine bay.
There's no power to it anyway at the moment.
Because it's on fire.
Busted.
Okay, the epiphany is less of an epiphany now, and it's more of a, that was a stupid idea. Can I roll to activate the fire suppression system? Is this the easy option out?
It's not, because I already said that it's not working.
Can I try and get it working?
I'm just going to pause you there. Charlie.
I want to flip a destiny point so that all the water systems, fire suppression system come on, and also the refreshers at the same point as we happen to be going upwards so that all the water starts to pour in the right direction.
So you want me to tip the ship upwards so that all the water's just draining down?
As the water's like pouring out, like link up the John Luke and just say, to like fly up
Punch it.
relative to gravity.
I think it would be more than 1 destiny point. Like 3 or 4, really, because you're trying to do a lot of things in one go on that. Spend a destiny point to find another fire extinguisher.
Oh, we're fucking idiots.
I do that.
Is Bits doing his own thing as well? It's going to be 3 destiny points.
Yeah, Bits is going to try his own thing as well.
Irene, you find a fire extinguisher in the galley.
I run to the room and just start spraying the fire extinguisher.
Bits, you run, or the robot equivalent of running.
I was running.
The control, thingy control panel.
I skate there.
It's Hewley's.
You run to one of the computer control panels.
I use my way to victory.
Press a few buttons. Starts in essence raining inside now.
My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
Irene,
I'm going to carry on extinguishing with the extinguisher.
roll me a d20.
Where is the water right now?
Creating a wet puddle on the floor at the moment.
Gonna get on the comms and say like fly upwards.
What do you mean fly upwards? Are you...
I
Try
will
and
spray
calm.
again. 5.
Okay. Roll me a d100, Charlie.
I pull the throttle backwards as the ship swings up and then throttles back upwards.
It feels like nothing because gravity isn't a thing in ships.
But it would still be fun.
You can fly upside down and not be strapped in. I need you to roll me another piloting check with that same difficulty.
As a triumph success and a
How do you
despair
want to
then.
spend your triumph? Actually, your triumph is somehow the water does go down towards the engine bay. Your despair is you hit debris and the ship takes 4 hull trauma. Your D100, Charlie?
15.
It does a little bit.
How small is the fire now?
You're on 65.
I'll use another d20.
9. Okay. Charlie, D20 this time. It collected for a bit and now it's just dripping through.
10.
You've got it under control. Could repair the engines. They do look very damaged. Destiny points can be used for meta sort of stuff like that.
I'd like to use Destiny Point and have a lightsaber. You said anything.
Within reason.
Irene is force sensitive, does not have a lightsaber. I'd like to use a Destiny Point for a Kyber crystal.
I pulled a kyber crystal out of my butt cheek.
Like where Captain Jack pulls a gun out of his ass.
You know you can get those jeweled butt plugs.
Yeah. Don't push the button, whatever you do. It will end me.
So John Luke, you know that there's a space station nearby that's inoperable.
Yes.
Looking at the hyperdrive, Bits and Irene, it looks fucked.
Guys, how bad is it?
The
It's somewhere
engines are
between charcoal and a brisket.
Well, I like brisket.
What's brisket?
And the engines aren't too bad.
The engines look okay, John, but the bits is right.
You'll still be able to fly sublight, just quarter speed. What do you guys want to do?
Well, we need to repair. How far are we away from Coruscant?
So it would have been a week if the hyperdrive was still working. On sublight, 3.5.
Yeah, we definitely don't have enough food.
We may have to dock at this space station. It's inactive, but there could be an old repair droid or something lying around.
Yeah, if they have any ships, maybe we can steal the hyperdrive engine out of it.
Potentially. We could probably find one in this debris field, to be honest with you.
You can see what looks like what were once ships. Actually, you do see some old Vulture droids, some old Republic-era starships as well.
Maybe we don't find the Millennium Falcon, but we could find a 1,000-year Albatross.
So anyway...
Oh, God.
John, have we got an actual way to scavenge stuff? Like, do you have, like, a suit to go out there and pick apart ships?
No.
Wouldn't we need, like, industrial strength cutters to get through some of that junk?
Well, I mean, if your lightsaber or whatever this thing would work, I'm sure that will cut through it, but it don't work.
I just look at the lightsaber on my belt, I'm like, yeah. The hilt still keeps coming off, so no.
Well, our only other option is to contact the space station.
You had a destiny point.
No, we don't want to spend our last one.
Contact the ship.
I'm gonna punch up the comms. Mayday.
You just hear static.
Is there anyone there? I've ordered
Static.
pizza and chicken wings.
Again, static.
Guys, I don't think there's anyone on this space station.
Great, let's go and see if we can find some tools. Ben, can I inspect the...
Or at least you don't know if the comms are working or not. What are you inspecting it for?
I just want to see if I can figure out what went wrong, because it seems to be fine.
Mechanics check. 3 purple because you have not got a fucking clue.
You're a vending machine repairman.
You have 0 knowledge.
You're basically Dave Lister with the Force.
You know I'm a bounty hunter for hire, right? That's my main job. That was my old... vending machine.
His main job is shooting things.
You're ace rimmer with a little bit of rimmer.
1 success, 2 threats.
The 2 threats is that it's hot and you take 1 wound.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
It looks like it was sabotaged, and it looks like there might have been a firebomb that did it.
Is there any debris in it?
I hold up the remains of what looks like the...
It says Blast Co. on it.
What have you found? How, I mean, my hyperdrive's fucked anyway. Yeah, wow.
He's found a firebomb from the Sims dimension.
I found the remains of a bomb. It looks like someone sabotaged the ship.
What's that mysterious ticking noise? It's a
It's a bomb!
Voldemort. The assassin is Voldemort.
John Bits, I know who did this. It was Voldemort.
Who's Voldemort?
He who shall not
He
be
who
named.
shall not be named.
Then why are you naming him?
Because I'm not afraid anymore.
Wait, I've forgotten my cousin.
My life in fear.
I forgot my cousin's name. Did I ever name my cousin?
You tell me. You've never told me it.
Bear with. Let me quickly check the document.
You don't know if necessarily it was him though, because you don't know how he would have gotten anywhere near your ship because you were gone.
I'm just gonna blame him anyway.
Look at this. Like, can this really do that much damage to the freaking hyperdrive?
Roger.
Do you use these in the war? Anything like this?
They are quite distractive to both metal and flesh.
Do you think we could keep this as a reference? Maybe keep to spot some more? God, we're gonna have to be careful. We've got the Empire on us. We've got John's family on us. We've got that fucking jackass who...
I'd also like to remind you, we also have a debt to the Hutts.
Not been long since you last did a job for him.
Thanks, John. I'll add that to my list of other things to be stressed about.
I look at Irene and just go...
Take 1 strain.
I'm unconscious. No. I'm actually very close.
You can roll discipline to sort of like de-strain yourself if you want.
I am going to do that because I need to.
You just listen to Enya and soothing ocean sounds.
4 success, and 3 advantage. 4
You
successes.
heal that many successes.
Destructing
Advantages
like a
do
monk.
nothing.
You're having like a spa day in your mind.
Given how much water is on the floor bits, I could probably have a spa day here.
It's probably nice and warm as well.
You better
Okay.
hope there's loose electrical cables.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit!
We should probably
go
drain
check
the ship
cargo
out.
hold. It was draining into the cargo hold. We should go and check.
Just,
Cargo hold, not the end of the world.
just opens the landing strip.
No, you see it all pulled in the corner of the engine room.
Oh, dear.
As you're still going upwards like that.
Yeah, we are still going upwards. That is also the thing. I haven't changed course.
You are going towards the space station, but you're going, like, upwards, sort of like you're going to go over it.
I correct that course.
Okay. The pool of water stays where it is because gravity doesn't affect anything inside a spaceship.
We'll just have to drain it later on.
Internal gravity must have cut out.
Temporarily.
Ship for
Not enough for you
hours.
to move. Like, not enough for it to affect
Oh.
you as peoples.
But briefly
Okay.
enough for like
Uh,
smaller, more fluid objects to roll in the correct direction.
I'm
The
gonna
force
go
is on
again.
our side.
Irene gonna go sleep.
No, I'm gonna go get a mop and mop some of this up.
Okay.
Mop. The
This is
Star
a fun
Wars
fact.
mop.
Irene
fun
has gone
fact
from-
about Irene. She has a bad habit of leaving socks lying around. My socks are soaked, guys. This is.
Well,
Uh,
it's why you don't leave your socks lying around.
I'm sure it's a
later.
small sacrifice.
It's a small sacrifice for the fact that my hyperdrive is fucked.
To be honest, you could probably put them on the hyperdrive and they'll probably dry out.
Probably just hang them off the hyperdrive.
Just hang them near it. Use the force and
I
hold them near it.
I just go and hang
toasty.
them over a rail in my room, and I'm gonna get a mop and just mop up some of them.
I mean, hey, if there was still a fire in there, you could just hang it over the fire.
They might have
Yeah,
set on
right.
fire, but
Yeah, they probably would have set on fire, but that's fine.
Now I know what it takes to dry my
all of
socks.
all of you that are wearing clothing, your clothing smells like smoke and like fire now.
It adds
Do we
to
have
it adds to my aesthetic now.
Do we have a facility for actually washing our clothes on this ship?
There is a shower.
A shower doesn't wash your clothes.
You can wash your
There's a
clothes
thing.
in a shower. Hold fire. Let me quickly check the schematics.
I don't believe there is like a
We shall see. You,
technical.
then
Bix
you
literally
will
doesn't
try.
realise there's any issue with things smelling like that because he doesn't have a sense of smell.
You will
That's-
try.
yeah, that's true.
He just doesn't realise there's an issue. It's like,
Also-
what's the problem? They're wet. They'll be dry soon.
Look, bits like wet socks is stepping into wet socks is one of the worst things you can. Like, well, not the worst, but it's like
Wait, we have a freight elevator on board?
it's just uncomfortable.
I did not know that.
Like,
29.
imagine bits if one of your toes on your foot wasn't connected properly and kept like popping out as you walked. Like it's that kind of inconvenience.
Bit sort of like nods his head and kind of feels he kind of gets the idea.
We don't
He was
have
a bit
any
confused by the
facilities for
idea of,
washing
like,
clothes.
Discomfort, because obviously, again, that's not really a thing that
except
he
the sink and
experiences.
shower.
Welcome to Philosophy 101 with the Twi'lek soon to be Jedi.
What is discomfort? It's just Irene levitating a sock in the air, going, "Is this uncomfortable?"
Yeah, Irene just heard the voices of all the Jedi died during Order 66.
Oh,
All of them.
oh shit!
That's,
No wonder
that's
it's so
why
much
she was.
throwing.
Yeah, like all those voices, as well as all the voices of the ones like his sister and everyone else killed by the assassin. All the Force
someone-
sensitives.
I heard someone named Jaro Tapal. Sounded a lot like Travis Willingham. Once Irene's done with the mop, I guess she's going to go take a shower. And she's just going to sit in the shower and just sort of just stare. I'm just thinking and remembering. I still have imprints of all the voices in my head.
She has a millennium
Roll me discipline.
stare in
Yeah.
her eye.
Just one purple.
Just 3 advantage.
Okay, nothing happens. You just sort of remember.
Oh, so many.
Are you flying towards the space station?
Yes.
You do see, as I said, old Vulture droids, old Republic fighters, bits. You see these. Some old Republic and Separatist frigates.
Oh, okay. Do I recognise this location? So I know we were on
Not
course for Coruscant. No, okay.
No, you weren't involved in this battle.
I sort of look around like, this is very concerning.
What do you mean?
Have we seen any life forms?
No, there's nothing out here.
There are many droid ships out there as well. Many separatist ships.
I'm picking nothing up on the scanners.
You cannot scan for droids.
Well, I know that. There's nothing.
Have you tried comms?
Yeah, I'm getting static from the space station in general.
Pitts attempts to say something in binary over comms.
Just static.
Damn.
But that could mean two things. One, there's no one. Or two, the comms don't work.
Do our comms definitely work?
Our comms are definitely
This is why they're
working.
important.
There are many things broken on the ship at the current.
The comms are not. Comms be good.
I'll tell you that the second the shower breaks, Irene's out.
That's the bottom line.
The shower goes cold.
No! Yeah, you suddenly hear a shrill.
Despair.
Despair. Yeah, everything's on the fritz now.
Hard cold, hard cold, hard cold.
It would be a very short shower because we're missing a lot of the water from the tank.
Yes.
This is maneuver.
You're going to list lazily to the left. Boy, that guy knows some maneuvers.
Because we're heading for the space station. How far or close are we from the scene now?
You're probably about 15 minutes
Because
out.
I'm going to want to dock. We need to dock.
I'm sitting in my room in a towel.
You think you see something like move within the debris field?
Irene, I'm on the comms here.
What's up?
I may need you here.
As you sort of like move, you just see sort of like, sort of like in that spot that you thought you just saw something, just sort of round the edge of one of the bits of debris as it moves out of way. What looks like a vulture droid that looks undamaged.
Is it moving?
Slowly, it looks like it's moving. You can't tell if it's drifting or if it's moving.
Can I scan it to see
Yeah.
how active or inactive this thing is?
Yes.
What do I need for that?
Scan to see if it has any power or to its engines, I guess.
What would I need? Computers or?
That'll be just using the scanner,
Okay,
which I believe you can just do.
I just do.
It's just a thing. It's a thing you could just do in the spaceship. It's literally just a maneuver.
Ah,
I'm gonna walk into the door of the cockpit and just over bits his shoulder go, hey, what's going on?
there may be something in the debris field that may not be dead.
Easy computers check, sorry.
Is it hostile?
It's a vulture droid. It's that thing. Points at it. 3 success.
From the sensors, it doesn't seem like it's active. It just
Okay.
looks like it was drifting, but the speed of things drifting the other direction to it just sort of made it look like it was moving a bit more, so...
Wait, so
Continuing.
you're telling me that thing is a droid? That's the size of a spaceship.
The droid is the spaceship.
That's a massive droid.
Don't underestimate
Oh,
its
Bits.
power.
Bits, can you talk to it?
It does not appear to be functional.
Yes, it's got no power.
Should we try and help it?
I don't think ship combat's going to be a good idea right now.
Well, no, I
help
don't
it.
mean getting in a fight with it, John. I mean, if Bits can speak to it, maybe we could drag it to the station with us and get it online. Maybe it could help protect us.
How good of a repair does it look?
It doesn't look damaged from what you can see at the distance that you are.
If it can be saved, we ought to try to save it. And if we cannot, then perhaps it can help us.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
I punch up the comms. Bits, talk to it, see if it will actually do anything. Better safe than sorry.
Over the comms, like, try and say something in binary, like salutations.
Salutations, my friend.
What state are you in, etc.
You don't hear anything at first.
Don't soldiers and things have like command codes and like designations and things for identifying each other? Maybe if you give it like an old separatist code or something, it'll recognise it.
I give it a go. Should I try and roll for Clone Wars knowledge to see if I've got something roughly in the region?
Yeah, you have to search your memory banks because it's been some time.
Let me
Yeah.
just search my database.
Just one purple though,
Just processing.
Okay.
because it is something that you would know.
2 successes, 2 threats.
BigButts.com, not found.
2 successes, 2 threats. Well, you think you remember the codes.
I give it a go.
They might be valid. What are you going to say to it?
I'm going to basically do the state your name and designation.
It's quiet at first, As you sort of pass, you sort of notice on the sensors blip of something powering up.
Guys, something just powered up.
Maybe the droid. Maybe
The droid's powered up. But it's when we flew past it, I think it was a proximity. It wasn't what Bit said.
Get back on the comm. Maybe
It's the droid.
Maybe now it's woken up. It'll respond.
Okay, again, I tried talking to it in binary.
It responds to you with its designation DFS 2XY.
Oh, it was going to be
Two times
DFS. So for sale.
Yeah.
I'm always on.
Fun fact, Ultra Droid's designations usually consist of DFS.
That's quite funny.
DFS2XY, this is B1T5. We are non-hostile. Do you remember what happened?
He replies, searching databanks, mission report, faulty.
Ask if it's got a mission brief.
Yeah, I asked that.
Data not found.
It's
Corrupted.
Should we ask it if it requires repairs?
not that we can repair
I'll
it.
ask it if it wants to follow us to a repair shop, basically, like to someone to get refueled.
The only thing nearby really is the space station.
If we land, we can like inspect it and inspect the ship and make repairs. Just be easier to do it than flying through space.
You
Basically.
find the hangar for it. As you get closer, it looks separatist in origin.
It's a separatist fucking base.
Well, that's good if there's droids.
As you land in the hangar, you don't see anything untoward. You see a lot of like destroyed droids, broken apart, vulture droids, some blown up ships. Yeah, it looks like it didn't go well for the separatists here too much, but it looked like, as you were traveling through it, looked like the Republic suffered heavy losses here as well.
This was just like a massive cock up for everyone involved.
Just a massive, a big skirmish. Over what looks like nothing really, just looks like a dead space.
I mean, if they're all this close together and like there's this much debris, it's probable that they accidentally happened upon each other.
Probably.
Possibly.
Maybe they tried to ambush the station on like.
It looks dark. You do see like a slight glow of a terminal.
So it looks like it's on kind of like an emergency power, as opposed
Possibly.
to like actually up and running.
The vulture droid has followed you in.
Are we landed? Are we inside like?
You've landed in the hangar.
I don't know if there's any power to life support though.
Yeah,
Probably isn't.
Is that something we can tell from inside the ship?
I can probably scan. Will the scanners tell me this information then?
Bits can always go out and
If not, Bits can go test the oxygen.
Test the oxygen.
this is some good oxygen.
You'd probably need to hack into their ship systems to be able to find out or not.
Let's do it.
That would require
Computers.
check.
Computers.
It's going to be very hard
Hang
for
on,
you
there
guys.
is my spear.
A red and 3 purple, but I'm going to upgrade a red to a purple to a red.
If I have my resonant droid help me, as he is
You
part
also
mechanical,
have a setback. That doesn't do anything to like hacking. If Bits can successfully roll a knowledge Clone Wars check of a purple and a red, you can have a boost.
I got one success.
Okay, you have a boost.
I fish around in the cargo bay to see if there's any like life support suits or anything that I don't know anything.
I don't know,
that's
Reese.
smuggling.
Can you?
Oh, I don't want to use the last one. No.
It's not the last
we
one.
have two now. We have two now. We have two now.
Sorry, I'm going to flip a destiny point to see if John Luke had been smuggling any like life support suits. or
You
anything.
find
Forgot
you
about
find some that he forgot about in one of the underfloor containers. It looks a
I
bit
find
wet.
some.
Was that a destiny point flipped,
more than
by the
one.
way?
Yeah, there's about like 3 or 4. What did you get? What did you get?
A success and an
Yeah, Mike,
advantage.
Yeah, you need to reverse that destiny point. You successfully hack into the Separatist computer systems from there. You can tell that it is on emergency power, and main systems are currently shut down due to such.
Is there a way that I can kickstart the main
Emergency
generators?
power, in essence, is just powering the gravity generator.
So it's not powering life support.
No.
Okay. Is there a way that I can kickstart the main generators from this current position, or would I need to go on board?
You'd need to find the actual powers.
Right.
You did find a map of the powers of the station, though.
Nice. We got schematics. I knew this as much. We're going to be guessing our way around.
I'm going to get on my little personal comm and
I
just.
wasn't expecting you to hack in, so.
Hey John, Bits. Good news. I found some life support suits in a crate. Shoots.
They're a bit wet.
Life support suits in a crate. Yeah, they're a bit soggy. Also, John, there's a lot of dust on this crate. I think you probably forgot to drop these off.
I mean, we were getting killed.
As you open the crate, a moth flies out.
Also, there's a hole in the arse cheeks of one of them.
Luckily, we don't need that many. I come down to where Irene is.
There is 2 in usable condition.
This is what you do with the last one. You sell it intentionally as an arseless life support suit. It's like a kinky thing. There's bound
like-
to be someone.
No.
There's
It's
trillions
like,
of exactly.
they're like arseless chaps.
Law of averages, exactly.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah. The smell in the box was a bit sort of like, was a bit putrid. It looks like you probably forgot these like a couple years ago.
They smell worse than my socks, John.
Like you really forgot to.
Hey, I forgot to drop them off.
The inside of the suit. It's sort of like, it almost makes you gag when you put it on the first time. I need you.
It smelled bad. On the
On
outside.
the outside. I need you guys to make me a resilience check, please.
A resilience
Okay.
check.
1 purple.
2 success, 1 advantage.
You don't vom.
3 advantage, 1 failure.
You vom. You do see it leak between her hands a little.
I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then I'm gonna go put the suit on.
Is this something that we can use to spray the suit down with?
Roll for air freshener.
I mean, there's a lot of water in the ship. I'm sure there's some you can use.
Well, you have another destiny point.
I'm not flipping the last destiny
No.
point, Ben, for fuck's sake. Because that gives you opportunity. That gives you an opportunity to kill us while we're on board this station.
Would you like to manipulate the fabric of reality and space on Febreze?
Even the galaxy has Febreze.
Everywhere. Febreze is everywhere.
Galactic Febreze. They've taken over Amazon and now run the galaxy.
Oh god, like father and son.
Oh, Bits, before we go out, should you tell the Vulture droid that you're with 2 squishy people, just in case it thinks we're hostile?
I said that we're not hostile, so it should indicate that they want people.
He presumes you are separatist allies.
Yeah, not.
Alright.
It's like not everyone was a droid in the Separatist army. A lot.
Most of them weren't. Just
Yeah, most of them-
just the army. It was just the
Just the soldiers.
It was only the soldiers.
most of the governors and everything. Obviously, it was run mostly by the banking clan.
I was going to say, I don't know how many Twi'leks they get, though, or humans in the Separatists.
Count Dooku,
That'd be some.
quite a lot.
I think Dooku was the only human I
Mandalore
Only
almost joined
a
the
high
Separatists.
ranking one. Yeah.
There's a lot of planets that were actually part of the Separatists.
Was Ryloth ever a part of the Separatists?
No.
So, yeah,
What about my home planet? Kessel.
Kessel, I don't believe they was. Kessel,
Just
Clone
going to
Wars.
note down Meta John from Kessel.
I think you knew that.
No, we
Yeah, I'm
didn't.
pretty sure
I
it's
probably
that's been
didn't know
mentioned
that,
before.
but
I don't think I've said my home planet on stream.
I'm writing this meta knowledge just in case.
Do you want me to send
Not
you just my
character.
background?
What? No, don't send it to me. Otherwise, I'll know.
I mean, you know pretty much my obligation now.
I know some of your obligation. I don't know.
It was independent.
Yeah, just how it should be.
It's ruled by King Yaruba
Bastard.
of the Yaruba family of Kessel.
Bastard.
Can I test how maneuverable is this suit? Like, can I move normally in it, or is it a bit restricted?
You can move fairly normally, yeah. It's like a hazmat suit almost.
A hazmat suit,
Wow.
you say?
I'll gather all my equipment and I'll go wait by
So-
the door.
They do technically have. It's in essence, it's adverse environment gear.
Okay.
Wait, is that really all it is?
That is what it is.
Guys, I had a suit. I'm not even joking.
Do you have a
The
suit?
armor I picked to start with. The armor I picked to start with was adverse environment gear, but I didn't think that
That
counted as,
constituted
like,
that.
spacesuit.
Okay, well now you do. So we got an extra suit, one that probably doesn't smell, so you can put the nice suit on.
This has to be something that blocks your mouth
It
and
just
nose
has
to
to really,
stop it.
yeah. And that's actually kind of reasonably because
So
Space
what
is
you're
quite
wearing right
insulating.
now actually is an enviro suit. Sorry. So this is replacing your armor at the moment.
Okay,
Soak 2.
I'm just gonna put.
You have 8 hours of vacuum/toxic environment survivability, and you have a setback to all agility and perception based checks.
Can I bring a weapon?
You can.
Is there a place to store it?
He knows,
He knows you're not hostile.
Yeah, but
So he doesn't-
we don't know what else is on this space station.
Yeah, but I'm saying bring your weapons.
He just knows he's not gonna fucking see it and go, Roger, Roger.
Well, no, because Bits is with us, and Bits told him we're cool.
He'd be
used to separatists like walking around with. I'm sure they would have weapons with them, or at least armed protectors, even ones that weren't droids.
Don't bring the lightsaber.
That's in my backpack at the moment.
Good.
Bits will follow your lead on this one. You know your way around. This is your home turf, so to speak.
I have the schematics.
I have the codes.
Welcome to a lovely separatist space station. On your right, you will see where the droids were kept in the hull.
You see dead droids.
They are dead.
I hope
The only bit of light in here at the moment is from the vulture droid, as it shines its little torch, like light sort of thing, as it sort of stands there, and the terminal in the distance.
Can I go up to the vulture droid and just sort of wave at it and go, "Hey"?
It's like, hello.
Oh, it can actually speak.
Non-hostile.
Non-hostile.
I didn't think it could actually speak. I thought it could only communicate over the radio.
That's
awesome.
Your designation, non-hostile 1.
You just sort of like hear buzzes and noises coming from it as well.
Are you a friend of Bits?
Like, designation B1T5.
Yes, Bits.
Considered ally.
Yay!
I mean, at least we know it doesn't want to kill us.
Do you know what's wrong? Like, is there anything wrong with you? Do you need fuel or repairs?
Data corrupted.
Need to plug him in.
We're gonna go and try and turn the power back on.
Sort of like its power just sort of seems to short out a little bit.
Oh, we need to get him.
It seems to power down for a moment, for a bit.
Ah.
We may need to repair him as soon as. We should go
and get the power back on, then we can plug him in and get him back online.
Let's find the power bay.
Hey Bits, maybe we can find some more friends of yours.
We can only hope.
Okay.
Let's go save some more droids.
The door to the hangar seems to be locked. There's a computer terminal next to it, though.
I'd like to go over to that.
It says enter password.
I'm going to type in open door.
It says incorrect password, attempt 1/3.
Bits?
Are you typing in bits?
No, I'm looking. I turned 2 bits.
Okay.
Oh no, John's turned into Bits.
It's a pile of bush.
That escalated so quickly.
Yeah, so you turn to bits.
Because Bits might know the password. Bits?
Bits have no idea.
Wait, does our new droid friend know?
No. Why would he know? He doesn't need the codes.
Yeah,
He's a vulture droid.
He does technically just live in the hangar.
In the logic
He's
of
just a starfighter.
things, does shooting it or punching it open the door?
I have an idea.
Okay.
Try.
Well, I don't
Might also set off alarms, though. If there's anything still alive on here that might guard it, it might automatically turn hostile towards us.
Yeah,
it's an emergency power, so it's nothing's really going to turn on. This is where we just find out there's some fucking dark troopers on board, and the power just distributes back into that system.
Except dark troopers aren't separatists.
No, they're not.
It might be worth seeing if Bits can, or if we can hack this before we try bashing it open.
Yeah,
I have an idea, but it didn't exactly work very well the last time I tried to do something like this.
How difficult is this for me to potentially remember? Or is it? I'm guessing we don't use.
You've never been on this.
No,
No.
I wouldn't have any chance of knowing.
It would be just the same sort of check as hacking into the thing. If you did it, you wouldn't have the setback though. It would just be 3 purple.
We've only got 2 green in computers, guys.
Can John Luke help for like a boost?
What's John Luke's stuff?
Computers, I've got 2 green, but I have an intellect of 3. Oh wait, hang on.
2 yellow and a green. That should be if
Well, I've
computers
been
is
rolling
check.
computers completely wrong because obviously I can't update my sheet.
In that case, it makes more sense for you to do the check and Bits to help you.
You'll get the setback though. If Bits does it, you can aid him. It won't be a boost, but he can use your higher intellect stat or your higher whatever
We'll
stat.
do that then.
Actually, Bits, do you have anything in computers? Or is it
I
just
have.
intellect 2? Do you have anything in computers, Mike?
No.
Oh, so that's just 3 green then. He can give you a boost, that's it. If he had a rank in anything, you in essence use one stat and he uses another stat.
We don't really have a tech person.
No, you don't.
We have a pilot, a gunner, and a bounty hunter force user.
What
The thing
a great
is,
mix we are.
you can spec into other specializations.
Yes.
2 failures and 2 advantages.
The advantages is that it doesn't set off an alert, like it doesn't do anything bad, it doesn't lock you out. The failures is you now only have 1 attempt left.
Can I shoot it?
You did accidentally do an attempt.
Are these heavy doors, alright?
Yeah, pretty fucking heavy.
I could attempt to use the force to try and rip it open if I can roll high enough.
Go for it.
Jesus.
1 purple, discipline.
3 success, 1 advantage.
Nice.
Cool, you're discipline.
I'm going to heal a strain with that advantage as well, because I need it.
Now to use the force.
And then, yeah, now to actually use the force. I do get to use both my force die, though.
Because you're not technically trained in the force.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 4 light side.
Nice.
Nice.
He just sort of stands in a squat and just, like, pushes with her hands. It just sort of slowly creeps open.
She strains so much that she almost prolapses her anus. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shock horror.
After the door, like, is ripped open, she just sort of, like, hands on knees, like, door's open.
A little bit of sick comes out again.
In the suit. It's in the suit.
Oh, no.
It's in the helmet. It's just a pool.
That's that trapped in here of
I'm
you.
not
You're
gonna lie,
trapped in
I
here
did
of me.
forget about the suit just then.
John, you just see her, like, grabbing at the faceplate. It's in the helmet.
Oh,
Is
I
this
have
the
no
inconvenience
words
you
here.
was talking about earlier.
This is a major inconvenience. But anyway, the doors
This
are
is
open.
discomfort.
Let's go in.
I am concerned, but that was very impressive.
Let's-
In either case,
Let's go in.
I think I'm getting the hang of it. It's
I
easier to
don't know if that would
concentrate.
cause a strain or something for you vomiting in the helmet.
Irene is uncomfortable.
Resilient.
It's like
Okay.
it's like shitting in your pants, but instead you've bombed in a helmet.
And you're breathing it in. It's like
Yeah, you're inhaling fucking vomit.
sat at her chin.
It's sloshing around with every head movement.
I got 4 successes on the resilience check.
Good.
You don't vom again.
Thank God.
you survived
It's
the
like
warp
Sid.
drive catching fire in mid-space, but you die drowning your own vomit, throwing up
How did she?
repeatedly into a black
It's like an episode of CSI. How'd she die? She
She bombed.
drowned in space.
Oh god. Oh god.
There's traces of vomit all over the helmet, sir.
Oh god.
Looks like this was one sick way to go.
There's just bits surfing off on a vulture droid with sunglasses on. Oh, unrelated to that, I just ripped open a freaking blast door with the force. I'm getting there.
You open the blast door. You see droids as well as like dead clone troopers in the corridors.
Oh God. I'm guessing this is another. I guess they had a massive battle here. How did they even get on board? I didn't see any clone ships in the hangar. Do you think they won? Do you think they maybe got away?
To be honest, you don't know what Republic ships look like.
I think we should tread with care.
Can I examine the clone troopers? Have they left any equipment behind? Stims, blasters?
You do see some like old blaster rifles.
Can I pick one up? Does it look functional?
No. Looks
Blaster.
like it ran out of power years ago.
Blasters
Looks a
are
bit
out of
broken.
juice, guys.
Looks a bit broken as well.
Looking at some of the clone troopers' equipment, it's been sitting here so long, all the blasters are out of juice. Some of them look pretty damaged. This was a bad fight. I'm assuming the place is in like massive disrepair. There's like scorch
There's
marks
wide
everywhere.
corridors. There's scorch marks everywhere. It's just a vacuum of death. There's just dead things everywhere. There's broken droids, some headless, some bits. You can see like lots of bits of weaponry.
I put my hand on Bits' shoulder and I'm sorry, this is probably isn't very nice for you to see.
Equally, there's a lot of clone troopers that are dead, so there's one that has markings that looks like it was quite high up.
Are you okay? Are you going to be okay, Bits?
Looks up.
Like, in here?
Captain.
I'm fine for now.
Let us know if it gets too much. This can't be easy. Can I take a second in the corridor to just sort of... Because I keep having the flashes with the voices, and I want to see if I can focus and maybe figure out what happened here. Like, get a glimpse of that. Yeah, there's sense, but obviously I don't have the ability to use sense. I suppose I could try an accident into it.
I guess I could make that 3 red and a purple. Flip a destiny point.
3 advantage and 3 failures.
Okay, you don't pull it off. You just hear John Luke just like fart slightly. You just hear it like
You're
really.
listening
I'm trying to
really hard.
concentrate.
It was really quiet, but you just heard it.
Through the force, I heard it.
It was a quiet one.
Pause fart.
It was
Wait,
silent.
John,
Watching out of my
deadly.
senses. And
Well,
just,
it
like,
wasn't
you hear someone
hard.
in the next room just like taking a dump.
Did you just fart inside a sealed suit, John? You just farted inside an airtight, sealed suit.
I mean, it's not as bad as vomiting.
You organic beings and you're releasing foul chemicals into your sealed suits are very
It's not
bizarre
something
to
we
me.
choose to do, you know? It's like when a droid spits out bad oil. It's just sort of like your system's telling you need to get rid of this.
My mind's
Or
telling me
bad things will happen.
no.
But my body
My body's.
telling me yeah.
Anyway,
You've got a map. If one of you has a data pad, you could use that to.
I most likely would have brought the datapad knowing I'd got the schematics from the scan.
Okay. While this was a separatist outpost, it does also seem like it was a production facility.
Ooh, what did it make?
Droids.
The droids.
What do you think is a separatist
Right,
army
could have been manufacturing weapons or spaceships or.
The droids are the weapons. The droids are the
The
spaceships.
droids are the weapons, but you know what I mean, like manufacturing tanks and ships and things. Could have been a shipyard. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
It's not big enough.
No Braca vibes.
I guess bits of logic out there. If this is meant to be a production place as well as a military outpost that's so close to Coruscant, then presumably this was intended to be based in Coruscant.
You're closest to like Ord Mantell, really.
Wait, Bits. That means there's bound to be other droids like you here. Maybe we could make some more. Like try and I don't know, bring your model back a little bit.
I'm not entirely sure how the galaxy would respond to that.
I don't know. They don't have to be.
No,
they
just-
don't have to fight anymore.
We'll just
We could change
rewire
their
them.
programming. We could just give them their own free will, and they can just go out and do what they want to do. They don't have to fight.
Just goes out slaughtering everyone.
Just immediately pick up guns.
I'm just trying to be mindful of Bits and droid rights. If there are droids here that don't want to be a part of the conflict anymore, we should try and do our best to help them out.
Bits. Can I get you to roll me Clone Wars knowledge? 2 purples.
Roll to start the Clone Wars.
Good job.
You did it. You
Yeah.
started 3 Clone Wars.
And then we came to save you, Master.
2 advantages, 1 failure.
You don't recall anything separatist related around the Ord Mantell area because you're not too far from Ord Mantell. Day or 2 hyperdrive away from it.
If only the hyperdrive works.
What are you guys doing? Do you know where the power supply would be?
I want to go there.
Let's go turn it on.
And maybe if we turn a corner, we might encounter Jean's guy. You won't have seen it. It was a misprint in The Mandalorian. There was a guy in the corner as they turned into the corridor.
Oh, so it's one of the production people.
Yeah,
Oh, what got caught in the shot?
yeah.
accidentally?
They got caught in the corner of the shot. They turn the corner, point all their guns out, and there's just that guy in the background.
So you're heading
just
towards the power supply.
Yes.
I guess we'll follow John because he's got the data pad.
I've got my gun out.
I'm
I've got the
doing
data
Gonna
pad.
rock out with his Glock out.
Yes, that one.
So the power supply, you know, is near the base of the station.
Mhm.
It takes about an hour to get to it.
Okay, probably because there's no fucking lifts or shit.
Actually, you got to climb down a lift shaft, so I need everyone to make me an athletics check. If
Oh,
you
thank
want to
God,
get a
that's-
grappling hook for anything.
This is gonna bring back memories because the last
I
time we
don't
climbed
know.
in a
I don't
fucking.
know.
This is gonna
yeah,
bring
I'll
back
use it.
lovely memories for bits of almost fucking dying in a lift shaft.
Bits, if you want, you can hang on to me and I'll use the grappling hook and we'll just lower ourselves down.
Oh, leave me to fucking climb down.
You didn't have a traumatic experience in an elevator shaft.
Wasn't my arm fucking damaged?
No.
Agrees, but also says like as they go along, he's gonna sort of like have one arm on you, and if you each like have like if we use like a foot and a hand or whatever to
Hold on.
catch holds as we go down, like lower ourselves.
Can I not climb onto the droid?
I don't know if my grappling hook can support 3 people.
No, the droids should be able to hang on, right? By Ben's face, I'm gonna roll athletics and pretend that I didn't ask if I can climb onto the droid.
Do I have to make a ranged attack for the grappling hook to get it to attach to something?
Yes.
Okay.
And any difficulty on the athletics checks.
It's a setback for agility, because it's an agility-based check.
Yours is. Mike's not. Purple and a red because it's dark.
1 success, 1 triumph, 1 threat, 1 despair.
How do you want to spend your triumph? You succeed.
I want to make doubly sure that this thing is attached and it's not gonna drop, that we are secure.
It's attached.
I'm 100% sure.
You're 100% sure it's attached.
Ready to try and catch Bit if he slips off me.
Mike, what did you get on your athletics?
I, good sir, got 2 successes.
Okay, so you're climbing down at a relatively okay pace. You get about halfway down. Seems to go slack every couple of seconds. And FYI, you hooked it on the bottom of the lift.
Oh shit.
Bit,
That's the despair.
I'm gonna make a force check to use move.
Go for it. Discipline. It's going to be a 2 purple and a red because of the situation. I'm going to spend a destiny point.
I'm using intense focus, so I'm spending a strain, and I'm upgrading my other green to a yellow. 1 success, 2 advantage. I'm going to roll my force die.
You succeed in not pulling down the lift.
It's 1 light, 1 dark. I can only use the basic power. Like with that, I don't have enough fuel for anything else. I can move an object of silhouette 0.
So silhouette 0 is in essence pebbles, rocks, stuff like that. Silhouette 1 would include the lift.
Could I use the silhouette 0 to maybe give us a little bit of a swing so that we can get towards like an open door in the shaft? Pulling us towards it without like having to physically swing.
You would class as silhouette 1 technically, but sure.
Just to get a little bit of movement towards.
It will give you a boost on an athletics check. So John Luke is climbing down like as quick as you're just sort of lowering. You're being quite careful. John Luke, you actually know that the one they're about to swing into is the open doorway that you just climb into.
I move out of the way.
Roll me athletics.
As we swing towards.
Who's going to go first? Because you're not going to be able to jump off with Bits holding onto you.
I'm going to get Bits to go first.
Okay. I'll say you can give Bits a boost as well.
Bits, you have a boost.
So you both. So he has 2 boosts. This is going to be a 2 red.
3 successes and 3 advantages.
Nice.
John Luke catches you.
Can I use the advantages to
Irene.
reduce strain?
Yes. Irene, your turn. I'm going to upgrade this so it's 2 reds and a purple.
Okay.
Are you flipping a destiny point for that?
I am indeed.
Can I flip 1 back to upgrade?
Yes.
Okay.
No change.
I don't get any boost, did I? It was just for Bits.
You get a boost. Just 1 singular boost for the force.
Okay. 4 success.
As you jump through, you feel like the grappling hook goes slack, still sort of like attached to the bottom of the lift. You just sort of hear a lift
I'm still
coming
attached.
down.
Fuck. I'm using my vibro knife and I'm cutting the line.
As you go to cut the line, you just get lurched forward as you sort of cut it, and you see the lift pass, and you cut it just in time.
Oh,
I fucking hate elevator shafts. Why?
same.
Every time. You're taking the stairs next time.
Bits puts his hand on your
Reese.
shoulders like,
There
I
is no
agree.
stairs.
and then he sort of like offers, he sort of like puts his arms
These
out.
are not the stairs you're looking for.
Like, for a hug.
I give Bits a hug and it's like elevator trauma.
Wait, where's the vulture droid?
Elevator sack. Roger,
It's up in the hangar.
It's not going to fit in the... They're fucking huge, mate.
They're-
size of a
they're-
It just walks in, it just comes through the door sideways and comes down.
It's like half
It's
the
the
size of
size-
your ship.
It's the size of a starfighter.
Oh, okay.
What silhouette is it out of interest?
They're silhouette 3.
I could pick up and throw a vulture droid. if I roll high enough.
Right, well, we're near the power bay now.
That would require me to roll like 4 force die, and I would only be able to pick up the Vulture Droid. I wouldn't be able to actually throw it.
That's a Yoda level move.
You're in the power bay, but you're in the a corridor that leads to it.
Let's continue. Weapon out.
Just
Data pad
for
out.
reference, like Charlie, that would require the exact same effort that it required me to rip open like the blast doors. Like that's exerting.
So almost prolapsing your asshole.
I got the max amount of light side force points I could have gotten.
You did.
On my dice for that.
You did.
And I would need that to lift the Vulture Droid. And the odds of that happening again are not great.
It's still impressive. It's impressive that you're capable of doing it at all, let's be honest.
You see some destroyed droids as well as some dead clones. No, you see some destroyed clones. You just see some like splatters of like
some bones, drones,
some ripped armor.
A clone trooper that was like blown apart by a rocket. What do you want to do?
Head to the power bay.
Okay.
I want to write a sad poem about the tragedies of war.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Get a bit David Attenborough there.
You enter the power bay. You can see just sort of like while the power reactor is off, it doesn't look damaged. It looks like some wires that connected to it have been severed.
Mm-hmm. I have a toolkit.
Yes, you do.
I can repair it.
I have a short
Yes.
kit. I can unrepair it.
I'd like to repair it if that's okay, but
You can do it. Roll mechanics check.
I have.
2 purple.
I'm bummed that my grappling hook is now busted.
Hey, you rolled a despair.
I did roll a despair. And I'll be honest, that's a good trade for a despair in that situation.
That's the only reason why I was like. That's the only reason why I said you realise it's still attached.
Yeah, no.
Because it was like that was still part of the despair.
Don't get me wrong, I can't complain about the result. Like, I'm still alive, but man.
1 triumph, 1 success, 2 advantage.
How do you want to spend the triumph?
I valiantly repair this thing.
You not just repaired it, you've actually made the power supply a bit better.
I've upgraded it.
It now, instead of working on like 13 gigawatts, it's now 13.5 gigawatts.
Ooh.
Are you sure it's not 1.21 gigawatts?
As you do that, you see a terminal that controls the power.
I turn it on, the power.
Mr.
The lights-
Hammond, I
the
think
lights-
we're back in business.
The lights power up. You see on the terminal is like a diagram of the station and it looks like a line just sort of goes through it as it connects to all the power supplies bits, and it says station fully operational.
Hey, guys, the power's back on.
Is there an atmosphere?
You hear sort of like there is.
You can now take his helmet.
I
It
take off
says
my...
life support restored.
Right, guys, we can take our helmets off. I'll say, guys,
Wait,
Irene.
let's use the computer, confirm, make sure the room is sealed first. We don't know what kind of damage the place took.
It said life support restored. It didn't say that there was an error.
Ratios and such.
I mean, it does. That doesn't necessarily mean that the station's completely airtight.
There's some terminals nearby.
I'd
We
like
should
to
probably
use them.
check to make sure that the room is sealed first.
Computer, is the station airtight?
You get
So
no
we find-
response.
It's a computer. I'm a computer.
It's not Holly from fucking Red Dwarf.
I'll go over to the terminals and check.
Luckily, the life support systems are sort of nearby in the power bay.
We like that.
So
Well,
you do
critical
actually
system.
find the terminal. You see the sort of oxygen restored, oxygen levels nominal.
But it looks like the
Nominal or
station
normal?
is...
It's nominal, it's fine. Right? That means it's fine.
I think that's minimal.
Yeah.
We can
yeah.
we can
Okay,
take
so
our
we're
helmets
fine.
off.
I wait for John to take his helmet off first.
To the command deck!
Okay.
Hey, at least we haven't got to climb any lift shafts anymore.
No. Conveniently,
This
there's
is
a working
elevator
elevator.
music.
Well, now that we've got power back on.
We've got power.
Can I look around and see if there's any... Are there any, like, functioning droids now that the power's back on?
Not in here.
Not in here.
Not that you know of.
They might be on the command deck.
Bits, do you want to send out a quick signal in here, just in case there's anyone, like, hiding or just recently powered up? I feel bad if we kind of left them here.
Emergency call out to all active droid personnel.
The comms, the intership comms don't work.
Okay.
We turn them back on.
No, they just don't work.
Okay. To the command deck then.
We may as well head there, yeah.
There's one. Conveniently, as Ben said, there is one working elevator.
You could always just leave sort of like a message on a data stick, Charlie.
So you have to poop that out.
It comes out of his head.
Plugs
I
it
was
in.
going to say, not everything comes out of the anus, you know.
You'd be surprised.
It might be exit only, but well, not for everyone.
Does this thing give out signal? Like, can it like broadcast a signal?
No.
Yeah, so I'll take like a USB stick and basically it's sort of like a quick summary of essentially, if there are any like droids that awake in here, the war is over. Basically everyone lost.
No one won.
The only person that won was Sheev Palpatine.
Yeah, one old white guy
Did he
won,
really
as
win
usual.
with a name like Sheev? Did he though?
Maybe that's why he became a Sith.
To be fair, if you actually look at like sort of the upbringing of Sheev Palpatine, that's a success story right there.
I mean, I'm not denying the man did what he set out to do. Like, you can't fault him for that.
He was bullied as a child.
No wonder he became Sith Hitler.
Sith Hitler. Jesus.
Sithler.
Sith Hitler.
Stormtroopers crying out loud, I mean.
And who do we blame? Sithler's mom!
Well, the Empire are literally space Nazis.
They are
Yeah,
space
pretty
Nazis.
much.
The First Order
Literally.
is just the Fourth Reich.
I mean, they're named the First Order. They don't exactly sound
Yeah,
like
there's an
friendly.
elevator work. There's an elevator working. There's a control panel on it.
Let's activate.
Alright.
Okay.
So Bits also puts in there the coordinates to a location for Vox binary, at least the ones that he knows about, and then puts like in binary, like Victoria S Vox binary.
Ah, nice. You guys getting the power lift? That's not even what they're called. That's a Star Trek thing.
No, it's turbo lift in Star Trek.
So you guys getting the turbo lift?
As we're travelling up, I just sort of... just
like-
last bit. So
There's like
what
really
do you put on the
crap
drive? Do you just...
music.
Have they got like a safe space to go or something? If they can get there?
Roger.
Well, hopefully anyone that does find it will be alright. Were there a lot of droids like you that after the war? Like, did you have others with you when you like first sort of came around?
Negative. I was alone for a long time.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bits. Must have sucked.
It is okay. For quite some time, I was not sapient yet.
That's just kind of sadder, to be honest. You didn't even realise what kind of situation you were in. I'm glad you're with us now. That's downside better than being alone. I know what that feels like.
I'm glad your heads did not explode when you took off your helmets.
I'm very glad of that too, Bits.
We're very glad. That'd have been a big shame.
John, where did you actually find Bits? You guys haven't really told me how you even...
To be honest, this is something me and Charlie haven't even discussed.
It's an
Oops.
enigma.
It's
I asked the wrong question.
well, you asked the right question at the wrong
I
time.
asked the probing question.
The probing question that has to make us
Is
think on the
right
spot.
question.
Well, I would assume
Yes, and...
because obviously Bits and I have known each other for a while. Because I've been away from home planet for like over a year. It's just a matter of where would I have picked up Bits.
I'm trying to find like copyright-free elevator music right now.
It's a really long elevator ride.
I just
Dun,
don't
dun,
trust.
dun,
I don't
dun,
trust
dun.
any of them, so I'm not going to bother.
Well, actually, Bits, we just haven't hit the button yet. And she reaches over and taps the button.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You haven't actually pressed the button for command center.
We go it. It's been pressed now.
Bits sort of like looks at
You're just
both of
sort of,
you,
like,
having followed you
standing
into
there.
this into the like obviously
Not
Bits
gonna lie,
came in
you were
last because he
probably
was like putting
standing
the
there for about
message.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah, Bits was like doing had done the message and like followed you into it and like it's had this conversation with you. It's like it's taken a long time. It's like
Then-
press the button. It's like,
So the
it's
turbo
like face palms.
Pardon me. Bless me.
Maybe your head still
So-
explode.
the turbo lift just goes. really quickly to the top floor, to the command center. As you open the door, you see some battle droids, a mixture of B1 battle droids, some super battle droids. There's a tactical battle droid, all sat against the walls. They are functional. They look over at you and see bits. Friend. Credits roll.